Howdy y'all, got the Bulldog on the channel. We got a little Ford Escape here. Come in last week, dead. And we checked it out, diagnosed it as some shorted out coils, more than one, more than two. We checked it all out, trying to find out, well, is there any cause for it? No. Well, we ordered all the parts, full set of coils and plugs because we're there. And I got it here. I got it all pulled apart. Of course, this is a V6. You have to pull the intake in order to get to it. But this one is easy enough that I can just lay it up out of the way there. This is the reason I like to lay it up out of the way, because that's coolant that runs through those. It saves a lot of time and a lot of effort if you don't have to drain the coolant on it. So if I've got enough room, I take everything off there and I just lay the thing up over and just lay it up out of the way. And as you can see, it gets me all the room that I need. And I pulled these plugs out, and lo and behold, look at what they are. I guess that explains the burned up coils. 4 out of 6 are bad. A couple of them are shorted clear out. That's pretty unusual to have even more than one, but I expect she was running it with a misfire for a while. They'll take it for a while and then they go down completely. So I don't know. We've got a full set of coils, like I said. Stick the plugs in it. We look back in our records. This is a customer that's been coming for most of her life to this shop. Her mother was a regular customer. She passed away here a couple months ago. But we know the vehicle, and it we have not done a tune-up to it ever. So we figure, well, we'll get that all taken care of. The reason that it quit is it burned up the quad driver in the computer. I call it a quad driver because it used to be a quad driver. But anyway, it burned up the driver in the computer that controls the coils. And then when we checked it out, it was shorted out on a couple of them. A couple of them didn't work. That's how that goes. But I just figured I'd pop on here and show you that. I'm a very staunch opponent of Autolite plugs. They do all right, if your car's 60 or 70 years old. But on the modern cars, they tend to burn up coils. They're a high resistance plug, or a snappier spark. And whenever these coil-on plug designs, they just don't work. You see them pushed a lot, especially on these Fords, and almost every time, either we find a set and it's got a complaint of a misfire or a rough idle, and it has just a random misfire. Any cylinder just misfires. And then we have burned up coils because they're a high resistance plug. The coil has to generate more spark, and think of your spark plug as a wall, and your coil has to pick up the load and throw it over the wall. Well, the wider your gap on your plug, or the higher the resistance on the plug, the higher the wall is, and the coil just builds up until it'll go over the wall. So you get it to where that coil is having to pick it up over a higher and higher wall. It wears out the coil. That's the simplistic version of that one. But and that's why we see burned up coils when you use Autolite plugs. We got a set of Motorcraft fine wire plugs to go right back into this thing where like it's supposed to have. Hopefully that takes care of all the problems. We got a computer to go in it, and cross our fingers and hopefully that takes care of our problems. We didn't want to just get a computer and throw it on there and then find out, oh yeah, it burned up for a reason. Yeah, we found shorted out coils. So, but anyway, like, comment, subscribe, use your bell notification, and share it around a little bit. There's buttons down there to do all that with. We'll talk at you later.